Another discussion right now, still on matters to do with the tax. And from the two gentlemen that we had hosted earlier, we did talk about tax in the country, some of the key reforms, that is digital taxation with Dr. Mohammed. And we also had an interesting sentiments from Dr. Fred Mugambi. We now want to bring in another gentleman that will also be shaping our discussions this afternoon. That is Philip Mwema, who is a very known tax practitioner. Thank you so much for joining us.
Asante.
I don't know which title to call you.
Well, I wear many titles, but I run Understand Tax in East Africa, and I also chair the Public Finance Committee of ISPAC, and within that we try and really help and drive the tax agenda for the country, and trying to make this country where it needs to be from a tax point of view. Interesting.
And from where you sit, picking off from the other discussions we had, it seems like KRA is reawakening. There's a desire towards embracing ICT. At the same time, KRA has still been missing the targets.
So thank you again. I mean, I think it's important to put things in context, and also I think give credit where it's due. If I look at the financial year that has ended June 2019, KRA managed to collect just about 1.44 trillion.
Correct.
Within a very struggling and difficult economic times. Then you've got the National Treasury then giving KRA revenue target, increasing revenue at 20% within an economy where economic indicators, economic growth is about 5%.
Correct.
So I think it's high time we sort of like use scientific measures and numbers, being an accountant, numbers don't lie, to develop revenue targets in there. But again, that's just from a revenue perspective, and look at a commendable job I think KRA has performed within this marketplace. Flipping the coin, and I'm glad, I mean, Commissioner Mohammed has a very interesting perspective, where within the digital platform,
the
numbers are mind-boggling.
Sure.
We've moved to about 6 trillion within that platform. Amazing. So taxpayers are about 30 million. We've got 30 million within the mobile platform. Yet again, at come 30th of June 2019, we only had 4 million people submitting the tax returns. These 26 million who are already in a mobile platform, Jameni, where are they? Iko shida manyata. If you look at that, if 6 trillion is what is in the system from a mobile perspective,
correct.
Back of an envelope calculation, 30% straight up that, you've got 1.8 trillion.
And
you'll be smiling.
And you've not even touched the informal sector.
And you see, the informal sector, the way to rope them in within the tax net is target them through that platform.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, Mamanjeri or Mweni or Kamene or Akinyi operate in that platform.
Correct.
Here you are as a taxpayer. You, as a trader, you're dealing with 30,000 shillings in a day. If you take 300 days in a year, that's about 3.6 million.
Sure.
Surely you should be a return taxpayer because you're using our road, the infrastructure is there. So I think my challenge is, again, on KRA, using that digital platform, and now that we are aware that we're transacting 6 trillion, we have 30 million within this platform. Why is it that it's only 4 million submitting tax returns?
Tough questions indeed.
Yeah, and if we are just to bring these people into the net, we'll address our governance questions, this issue, on the revenue allocation, because we'll have more money coming to the pot.
Speaking about revenue allocation, hold your thought. We did see the back and forth between county governors and national government. At the same time, KRA is sort of at the heart of all this. And as you rightly put it, if they are able to embrace technology, things would turn around. But on the flip side, up to when do counties need to continue relying on national government? And of course, counties are also centers of revenue generation.
Yes. I think, you see, in terms of taxes, there's what the national government will collect.
Sure.
And that's the biggest pie in there. And counties really are supposed to generate just about 20% from their own local ways in terms of taxing their constituents. I mean, we've seen one county within central Kenya introducing interesting tax on chicken and other kind of things. I think governors need to start innovating and thinking differently, and their finance bills that they develop as a county perspective is look at how do you get members of your county into the net. members that go in and trade in the open market trade, how do you get them onto board? And as you get them on board from a county revenue perspective, link it with the revenue authority in terms of the turnover tax that was introduced, or presumptive tax,
sure, so
that we expand that tax base. The back and forth between the assemblies and the Senate was really about revenue allocation and money. So we need to grow this pie, and with a bigger pie, we're able to allocate more. So in the current situation, we have this small cake that we have to share between 47 presidents, i.e. 47 governors, and still leave a huge chunk to run central government. So it's a balance of those numbers that brings a challenge as you try to allocate that.
Interesting. I just want to get your closing thoughts, Moema. Commissioner Dr. Mugambi did bring up the fact that they are very big on training. And from where you sit, do you think counties have this capacity in terms of thinking of new innovative tax measures? At the same time, how can the KRA work closely with counties and, of course, with the stakeholders like yourself?
Yeah. I think KRA does a great job in terms of just training, and it was great. 3 or 4 years ago, they opened it up to the public, and now you've got more people coming in to KRA land tax. And I say we need to now move to another level whereby we start teaching tax in primary school. You buy the kid an ice cream, chop off a top percent of that, on top of it, and tell the kid you're learning how his holy tax works. When you start changing how we teach tax into primary school and secondary school there, then I want to challenge KRA in the sense that develop modules which are sort of like discounted, so it's a form of your CSR back to community to train these counties. Because again, the counties have a limited budget.
Sure.
They will not send all their accounting officers into KRA. Innovate. Take KRA into the counties at a discount, because once we empower the counties and we lighten them on tax, we'll get where we want to be as a country in terms of the promised land.
Interesting. And I just want a yes or no answer from you. Do you feel if we do this, this will make it easy for KRA to avoid tax evaders? Yes or no?
We don't have time. Yes, it would, because you'd also ease, once you expand the net, the few who are overburdened in terms of a collection point of view, you'll ease it. So my answer is yes, it will ease up.
Thank you, Philip.
Karibu sana.
In your language, how do we say bye-bye?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And well, we've been talking tax issues all through since 3 p.m.